Hi, good morning. In today's session, we're going to discuss about the various functions in the Snowflake. All are the built-in functions. What about Snowflake? And today, we're going to see the conditional expressions. See, there are so many functions are there. It covers the data science. Like if you are putting data science, right, there will be a variance, mean, median, mode. There are so many functions that are available in Snowflake. Okay, but our focus is to cover the data engineering stuffs. In that, what are the functions they will use? That part only I'm covering here. Now today, in the conditional expression, we have various functions, right? Aggregate functions we have seen. And then now we're going to see the conditional expressions. In the conditional expressions, we're going to see one more function called greatest function. If the null value is there in the column, right, you can use greatest ignore nulls. Okay. And then you're going to see one more function called least. Today, going to focus on greatest as well as least function. This comes under the category of conditional expression function. This greatest function, what will do, right? It will return the largest value from the list of expressions. You will give one list of expressions. From the list of expressions, it's going to give the largest value. This greatest function, it's going to support all data types. It can be a int, or it can be any kind of data types, including variant as well. You know, right? Variant looks like kind of JSON, key and value pairs. It will support variant data type as well. Now I'm going to give one column. From that column, it's going to pick the greatest value, max value. Okay, I can say the greatest value in the corresponding column. It's going to find it. That's the use of greatest function. Now, before greatest function, what we will do is just we'll take one scenario. Okay, in the scenario we have the student marks table, we have student ID, we have max, we have physics mark as well as chemistry mark. We have three subjects: max, physics, chemistry. In that, we're going to find the maximum marks taken by the three subjects. One student will have max physics chemistry. From the max physics chemistry, which one is highest? Satish, which one is the highest? We have to find it. Okay. The requirement is very simple: to capture the highest and lowest marks scored by each student. Each student, we have to find the highest and lowest marks. Okay, this is how you can able to find it. Now, what will happen, right? In the Oracle or some other databases, we don't have this function. Which function we don't have? Greatest and least we don't have. Normally, how we will achieve without greatest and least? Without greatest and least, what we will do, right? We will try to use some case functions. Case, when, then we'll use, and then we'll try to achieve the max and minimum marks for each student. Now, first we'll discuss a scenario without greatest and least function, how we can able to achieve the max and min marks. After that, I'll say in a simpler way, you can able to achieve the greatest and min by replacing this case when then statement. It's you can apply the greatest function, and then you can put all your max, physics, chemistry marks, and then for going to find the greatest value for you. Okay, you already said, right, the greatest function is going to return the largest value from the list of expressions. Where the least function will have, right, it's going to give the least value. We have one more function called least function. It's going to give the smallest value from the list of expressions. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the snow site, and then I'm going to create a SQL worksheet. Now, just choose the database. Just SN Park DB, and then just choose some public schema. Now, what I want to do is, without greatest and least, how to get the max and min marks. We're going to find it. It's very simple, guys. What I'm going to do is, first I want to create a table, right? I don't have any table. Just create a table. Everyone knows how to create a table, right? Create or replace. table. I'm going to give student marks. The table name is student marks.
Student.
And then I'm going to use braces. And then I'm going to use ID. It's going to be a number. And then I'm going to use some 3 subjects max. It's going to be a number. Okay, the score I'm going to get is 3 digits, right? I can get 10 marks, 20 marks, up to 100 I can get. 100 means how many digits?
3 digits.
3 digits. Max I can get 100. Okay. Physics, the number I can give is, I can give
3,
physics
sir.
3.
3.
And then chemistry. So how many digits you have to give?
3.
3. Now just create a table. For your understanding, I'm taking all these things without greatest and least, how to get the max and min marks by using case when, then you can able to achieve it. Okay, just create a physical table, or you can say permanent table. Okay, now what happened, right? Something happened, guys. Sorry, I given some numbers. Okay, it should be a number, not number data type. Just create a table. Now the table got created under schema, public schema. Now, what I want to do is I want to insert few records. Okay, for testing purpose, I'm inserting records. It won't happen in production. Okay, they will use some ETL tool to load the data. For testing purpose, just I want to insert those datas. I want to mark some sample datas. It's kind of marking some sample data I have. Now you can see, right? 50 insert statements were available here. Okay, this was generated by ChatGPT. It's one of the synthetic data. Satish, do you know what is synthetic data? Synthetic data means a system generated data. System
Okay, sir. Generated data.
generated data. It's generated by ChatGPT. Okay, whenever I showing some example, right, I will generate the synthetic data from Gemini or ChatGPT. Okay, this records, it was randomly created, and then it's one of synthetic data. Shweta Priya, do you know what is synthetic data?
System generated data.
System generated data. Okay. If it's system generated data, it will be very accurate. That's why they're saying it's synthetic data. It's very, very accurate. Now just paste those 50 insert statements, DML statements. Just we can do, what we can do is I can put Control E. I think everything got selected. Now though it's a replace, right? Just hit the run button. Now we'll try to insert the 51 because we have used a table, right? It will insert the records one by one. After inserting, you can use apply the case when then statement. In the meantime, Sujita Priya as well as Satish can think how to apply the case when to get the max and min marks for each student.
Okay, sir.
Because it will take a couple of seconds to complete those 51 insert statements to insert table. The meantime, you can think how to apply the case when then statement to find the max and min marks for each student. Yeah, I don't know why it's taking this much of time because I want to because I using the warehouses computer_WH. Okay, I want to choose some big warehouses to do the computation very faster. Yeah, in the meantime, I think we can type the queries. Okay, no need to waste our time. The meantime, what we can do, we can try build the case when statement, right? Yeah. Now, anyone can help me? How to find the max and min marks for each student? Guys, help me, guys. Very simple. Anyone want to give a try?
Sir,
Anyone?
select
Select. Yeah, select.
case.
Yeah, just put asterisks. I need all the columns, and then I want to add additional one column. Okay. I need to get all the columns like ID, max, physics, chemistry, and then I want to add additional column. I'm putting comma here, and then now you can use a case statement. Case when we have three columns, right? Max, physics, and chemistry. Based on three columns, you have to decide which one is the max marks. What we can do? See, simple comparison condition only. Sujita Priya, you have to give a try.
Yes.
I have to find the max mark for each student. Max, physics, chemistry, we have three columns. Okay. The unique
Column name.
Yeah, column name is max, physics, chemistry.
Yes.
This is what are column names, right? I don't know what you're asking here. We have only four columns, ID, max, physics, chemistry. Can I apply the case statement and find the max value and min value? Among three subjects, you have to find the max value and min value for each subject. Sorry, not for each student, not for each subject. For each student, we have to find the max and min marks. Satish, you want to give it a try?
Sir,
Simple comparison operator. Now it got executed.
When max is greater than 90, no,
See how we can decide. I am saying that I want to know what's the maximum value got from three subjects. You're saying 90. How we can decide it's 90? Because though it's like terabytes of data, then how we can say it's a 90? It can be 91 or 92 or 98 or 99. How we can decide? We have only three columns, right? Max, physics, chemistry we have. From the three subjects, we want to find the max value, and then we have to find the least value. So greatest value and least value, you have to find it.
Okay.
How we can decide the threshold is 90 here? How we can decide the threshold is 90 here? You have various values, all of the three data, though values very dynamic here. How we can say the threshold is 90 here? Now, just I'm querying this table.
Select star
from
star
student marks. Now you can see the data, actual data. Though I said it's synthetic data. You can see the columns as well, right? Sujita Priya, max, physics, chemistry we have. And then we can see the marks, various marks we have. Now you can go with your queries. Select.
Shall we use analytical windowing function, sir?
How we apply the windowing functions here? On what basis? On what basis you use a windowing function? I am saying that we have three columns. From these three columns, 65, 78, 82. You have to find the max value. And then from this three columns, right, from this record, you have to find the least value. Now you can say, by seeing, you can say 82 is a max value, 65 is the least value.
Okay.
How you can apply the windowing function here?
Greatest of max, physics, chemistry.
I'm saying that without using greatest function and least function, we have to apply the we have to get the max value and min value without greatest and least value function.
Max of use may.
Now, we're going to apply the case one statement. Satish, you can give it a try. Select. I need all the columns. So you can use asterisks. And then you can use case statement. Satish, give it a try. Case when?
Sir, case when?
We have the three max. Yeah, that's it. Max column we have max greater than physics. First, we have to apply the condition max greater than physics. And then I'm going to use one AND condition here. Okay, if it is max is greater than physics, and I'm checking one more combination. Max greater than chemistry. Max
greater than
chemistry. Now what I can do? Then we have to write then
max.
condition. Then max.
Max.
If max greater than physics, max greater than chemistry, then it definitely going to max mark is going to be a max only, right?
Yes, sir.
And then we're going to write one more condition when additional condition. We're going to write it. Now the additional condition, what I can do is, again, I'm going to write when. Next, what I have to do? Add these two combinations. Physics, chemistry now. When physics,
Greater than chemistry.
PHYSICS, right? Physics greater than chemistry. And then
And
why you need to use and?
oh, no, sir.
See, we have only two combinations, physics, chemistry, right? Physics greater than chemistry. Already we have written condition,
Yes,
maths
sir.
greater than physics and maths greater than chemistry. Then it's going to max. Now we have to consider physics, chemistry. Physics, chemistry greater than chemistry. Then it's going to be
Physics, sir.
physics. That's it. And then finally, else condition. We have to write one else condition. In the default case, it's going to be
Chemistry, sir.
chemistry. Now, for this, chemistry. Now, if I take a first record, okay, what happens? Right, 65 is there. Subtract 65 here. 60 greater than 78. Supply the values here. Take first record, 65. Physics is
No, sir.
78.
Condition is false, sir.
65 greater than 78, false. And then, though it's AND condition, if one condition is false, directly, and then it come to this another when condition. Okay. Now, physics greater than chemistry. Now, if physics is 78 greater than 82, what will happen?
Condition false, sir.
The bool value will be false. Bool will be false. That will come to chemistry. Now, chemistry is going to the maximum value. Else, chemistry, it's going to 82 for us. Now, what I'm going to do is, if you are using else, right, definitely what you have to do? You have to use the end, as you can give like it's a max marks. The additional column is going to come as max marks. I'm going to get one more column for min marks as well. The same case statement I am going to apply. Just copy as it is. Just copy as it is. And then put it here. Just we have to change the condition only. Make it as
lesser than.
Minimum marks. And then you have to change the condition. Instead greater than?
Lesser than.
Lesser than, that's it. Lesser than. Here also it's going to be lesser than. And then here also you have to make it lesser than. And then now we're going to get the minimum marks. And then we have to provide table name, right? The table name is? Table name.
Student marks.
Student marks.
Student marks, the table name. Now we're going to get two more additional columns, max marks and min marks. Now you can, Satish, you can probe it. Probing means nothing but investigation. Okay, you can do the, take one record and do the investigation.
So correct.
Now you can see, right, I'm taking the, this three columns values, 88, 69, 74. You can see max mark is 88 and min mark is?
69.
69, that's it, right? You take any records,
Yes,
you take any record and then you can able to probe it. Now you can see it's a 92 and you can see the 75 is the min value. Now good. Now, this is the way you can able to achieve in other databases. But in Snowflake, we have two functions. What are two functions we have?
Sir,
Greatest and then?
Least
Functions we have, right? Now, I will say how to apply the greatest function here. It's very simple, guys. Just copy as it is. I'm going to apply the functions. One is greatest, another one is least. See, instead of writing this much of case statements, now it's very simple, guys. Just copy as it is and remove all the case statements. Now you can see, like I need the columns of ID. I need the columns of max. And then I need the columns of physics. And then chemistry. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a function called greatest function. In the greatest function, you have to pass the list of expressions you have to pass. You can see, right? Returns the largest value from list of expressions. I want to pass a list of expressions. From the list of expressions, it's going to give the greatest value for me. Now, what I'm going to do is just we're going to supply the columns. What are columns I want to supply?
Maths.
Maths, physics, and chemistry. Now, just supply here. It's a list of expressions. And then I need the least value, right? Just give the alias name. I can give the alias name as max marks. Okay. Just you can give yes, or directly you can give as it is. Now, same thing I'm going to find for min. For min, what do I have to do?
Least, sir.
Least function you have to use. Just supply as it is. What I have to supply?
Maths.
Least of max physics.
Least of chemistry, and then you can give
Minimum marks.
minimum marks. See, now previously I written so much of conditions, right? Now what happened? In Snowflake, they are simplified in terms of greatest and least function. Whenever you have to do this condition, right? In Snowflake, you can use the greatest and least, and then you can able to achieve this complex way. You can able to achieve this. You can previously you can see this so many complex it is. We have to check with multiple conditions, but here you can achieve a simple way. From the list of expressions, you're going to give the greatest value for you. Very simple, guys. Just run it. The same results is going to give. Now you can see. Satish, now you can probe it.
Yes, sir.
You can
Sir,
do
correct, sir.
you can do the further investigation on this any set of records.
Sir, it's right, sir.
See, it's very essential, guys. We can say in a single call, you can get in a single call, you can able to achieve the results with the help of greatest and least function in Snowflake. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert some null values. Just give you a try on this. Just what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to take one record, insert statement. Yeah. Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to insert one record in my source table. What I'm going to do is, ID is 42, right? Now, I'm going to make the ID is somewhat like 54. Okay. ID is 54. And then I'm going to, in the max, I'm going to have the, in max, I'm going to have the null values, and then you can see I'm going to add some negative value here, minus 64. Let's see how it behaves. Now you look at the ID 54. ID is 54. Got it?
Okay, sir.
ID is 54. Student ID is 54. We want to check that one. Now just very simple, guys. Just run it. Now look at the ID 54. Just scroll down. You can see the ID 54. It's the last record, I guess. Now you can see. Just 1 second. Yeah. Now you can see what happened, guys. The max, minimum marks and max mark. What happened?
Sir, both got substituted as null.
Both values null. Do you know what's the reason? You know what's the reason, guys? Why getting
Sir,
null values in max and min marks?
Sir, null doesn't hold any value, so comparison cannot happen.
See, like what the greatest function is happening, right? If any of the null values present in the list of expressions, it will give the null value for you. It will give the null
Okay,
value
sir.
for you. To handle those null values, Snowflake provided two options for you guys. One is array max, array min value. Guys, if you are getting some null values in one of the columns, definitely the greatest and least function is going to give the null values in the max marks and minimum marks for the corresponding student. Now, in order to achieve that, we're going to use array max and array min function. The array max and min function is similar to greatest and least function. Satish, it's similar to greatest and least function. They return the highest and lowest element values from an array. But both are similar. But this array max, what will do, right? Even though null value is present, it will give the max value. If some other record is present, right, from that it will give the max value. That's what we're going to use the array max and min value. When you have to give the array max and array min, when you have to use array max and array min,
Sir, if any record contains
null or
negative.
getting some negative records. Negative means you're getting some -64, right? At the time you can use the array max and array min values. If everything is past you, every value is populated, then you can use greatest and least function. That's the difference. You can able to find it. Now what I'm going to do is just I'm going to replace, guys. Very simple. What I want to replace? What I have to replace?
Null value.
I want to replace null value, right? What function I have to use to get the max and min values, even though the data is having null as well as negative values? What I have to change here? Very simple. Few minutes back, I said the function as well.
Sir, array grade.
Few minutes back, I said the function name. Guys, few minutes back, I said this function name. If you're getting null values or negative values, what's the function? It's similar, I said, right? Similar like greatest.
Array max.
Array max, that's it. Array max, you can see, right? Array underscore max. Let's see if there or not. I think it's not there. Oh my god, they have changed anything or what? Okay, let's give a try. Array max. Spelling is correct, right? ARRAY, array max. And then just change the least as array min. Let's give a try, guys. Let's see. What is happening here? Like too many arguments for the function. Array max. Okay, now what we have to do is, though it's array, right? We have to supply like a array. Put the brackets. It's an array bracket, right? Satish.
Sir, yes, sir.
In Java, we'll say it's array brackets. Same
Array
thing you have to follow. And then you can specify. Yeah, everything is good here. Like, yeah, I'm going to mention that data type is going to be number for me. Put double colon. I'm just converting the types as number. Just make it as number. And then the same thing you have to follow here is array min, and then you have to provide the
array brackets.
Array brackets, and then you have to cast the types as well. It's going to be a number type. Okay, good. Let's give a try. That's why it is giving too many arguments for function. Okay. Now let's see how it's behaving. Yeah, now it's working perfectly, right? Now it's working perfectly. Now you can look at 54 record. What happened, guys? Max mark and min marks.
Sir, max is 90, sir, and minimum is 64.
64. Minus 64. Okay, now what happened previously?
Sir, previously both was null, sir.
Both were null. Max mark and min marks were null because in one of the column record with null values, you can't able to find the max marks and min marks in the greatest and least functions. But you can able to achieve using array max and then array min. That's the difference. while giving array max, right, you have to provide in list brackets, and then you have to cast the type as number, okay, and then you have to provide cast. Otherwise, I think it's not required, guys. Let's see. I think no need to cast these numbers. Let's give it a try. No need to do the part. Yeah, no need to do that part. You can see, guys. 54 record. It's giving 98 minus 64. Any doubts? See,
Sir, clear.
what I can conclude is the greatest and least functions helps in calculating the highest and lowest value from set of values, but return null if any of the argument value is null. Okay, the behavior is not a limitation. It's one of the future. Don't say it's a limitation, guys. It's one of the intended future they have in the greatest and least function. The developers have to understand the data. If the null values are present, alternately, they can use array max and array min function where null values are involved. At the time, you can use find the max value, min value using array max and array min. Both are similar only. Now, yeah, it's if it's any data type, you can able to achieve it. I'm going to close session right now.